It's time now for a look at listed in local sports and sports. The Wayne County High School football team improves to 4-1 as they ended the non-region play Friday night with a 9-0 win over the Warriors of Jenkins High School out of Savannah. They fall to 1-4. Strange game in which the Warriors controlled time of possession. Jackets had the ball only twice in the entire first half. For the game, had only 28 offensive snaps, but again, the defense stood tall. Pitches the shutout for the entire game, and the Jackets win homecoming night by a score of 9-0. Scoring summary on the Jackets' first possession, the offense began on their own 80-yard line. On first down, Matthew Fuller ran 22 yards to the Jackets' 30. Then quarterback Jib Craven threw a pass out to wideout Will Green, who got great blocks and ran 70 yards for a touchdown. PAT no good, and Wayne County led 6-0. And that 6-0 score stood until with less than a minute to go in the game. Christian Southers hits a 33-yard field goal, and the final score reached Wayne County 9, Jenkins 0. And Jib Craven connected on 5 of 6 passes for 102 yards and the touchdown. Senior Matthew Fuller had 21 carries for 156 yards in the game. Once again, the Jackets in the non-region schedule at 4-1. Had to play region opponent Burke Friday night. Burke undefeated and also ranked in the top 10. It's a top 10 matchup as Burke's ranked number 6 in 4A. Wayne County comes in at number 9 in 4A. The defending state champions BC still ranked number 1. We've got 3 teams in our region ranked in the top 10 in the 4A poll. Again, the big matchup this Friday night, number 6 Burke hosting number 9 Wayne County. Other scores from high school football: Long County lost a tough 17-14 game to Savannah Country Day. Pierce County blew out Brantley 56-6. Glen Academy beats Brunswick 22-15. Bradwell over McIntosh Academy 35-14. Burke shut out Statesboro 34-0. Camden beat Atlantic Coast out of Florida 47-7. Coffee shut out Richmond Hill 21-0. Cook over Jeff Davis 21-6. Effingham beat South Effingham 42-7. Vidalia over Windsor Forest 29-6. Bainbridge beat Ware County 35-21. And McEachin over Valdosta 28-7. Varsity girls softball team still unbeaten in region play. Have several games this week, beginning today on the road at Camden County. Girls will be in action at home this Wednesday as they host the Islands at 5:30. They'll play the Islands Thursday in Savannah. The Tuesday game scheduled against New Hampstead will not be played as New Hampstead had to forfeit. As the word is, they have less than 9 players on their team. They forfeit the remainder of the season. And we'll have the game Wednesday here on Big Dog Country FM 105.5, Wayne County against the Islands, 5:30 on Wednesday. Wayne Christian Academy's volleyball team defeated Corinth Warriors 2-0 Friday in Jennings, Florida. Their next game is today at 5 p.m. against Bible Baptist. Those home games being played at the Calvary Baptist Gymnasium. Team wore ribbons in support of their classmate Kendi Harris in her fight with cancer. Again, all of Wayne County praying for Kendi Harris. The Wayne County High School varsity competition cheer team took home first place in 4A division at Bacon County this weekend. Our congratulations to them. College football wins by Georgia Tech, and Georgia Southern over the weekend. Georgia defeats UAB in Athens 49-21. They head to play Auburn this Saturday. Georgia Tech gets a big ACC win over Wake Forest 30-26. They'll host Bowling Green Saturday. And Georgia Southern blows out Ball State 40-3. Eagles' next game is at home against Coastal Carolina, again 40-3 this past Saturday. Other games: Alabama beat Ole Miss 24-10. FSU in overtime beat Clemson 31-24. Oregon rolled over Colorado 42-6. Tennessee over UTSA 45-14. Florida down Charlotte 22-7. LSU beat Arkansas 34-31. Texas over Baylor 38-6. Penn State beat Iowa 31-0. And Ohio State at the buzzer beat Notre Dame 17-14. North Carolina over Pitt 41-24. And Texas A&M beat Auburn 27-10. New AP Top 25 out after the weekend. It looks as follows: Georgia still in at number 1, Michigan at 2, Texas 3, Ohio State moves up to 4, FSU dropped to 5 despite defeating Clemson over the weekend, Penn State 6, Washington Huskies 7, USC Trojans 8, Oregon Ducks move up to number 9, and Utah rounds out the top 10. In at number 11 is Notre Dame as they drop from 9 to 11 after the tough loss at home. Bama comes in at number 12, LSU 13, Oklahoma 14, North Carolina 15, Washington State 16, Duke Blue Devils in at 17, Miami at 18, Oregon State Beavers at 19, and at number 20, the Ole Miss Rebels dropping 5 spots after the loss at Alabama. 21 is Tennessee, 22 Florida Gators, 23 Missouri, 24 Kansas Jayhawks, and then at number 25 Fresno State. Again, the big question is why isn't Kentucky in the top 25? They're unbeaten at 4-0. They host the Gators at 12 noon on Saturday. Sunday, both the Falcons and Jaguars lose. The Falcons lost to the Lions 20-6. Jaguars lost at home to the Houston Texans 37-17. Other scores, the Miami Dolphins look like a video game this weekend. They scored 70 points and beat the Broncos 70-20. Chargers of the Vikings 28-24. Packers fell behind 17-0 at home, but come back and beat the Saints 18-17. Browns beat the Titans 27-3. Bills over the Commanders 37-3. Ravens down the Colts 22-19. Patriots over the Jets 15-10. Seattle beat Carolina 37-27. Kansas City 41-10 over Chicago. Cardinals beat the Cowboys 28-16. Sunday Night Football was the Steelers over the Raiders 23-18. Once again, 2 Monday Night Football games tonight, Philadelphia and Tampa Bay, and the Rams and the Bengals. Atlanta Braves have only 6 games left in the regular season. They take 3 out of 4 from the Nationals over the weekend. Magic number to clinch home field advantage in both the National League Championship Series and the World Series is down to 3. Braves won their 100th game of the season on Sunday, a record-breaking season. Braves now have 5 players in the lineup with at least 30 home runs. Those players, Ozzie Albies, Matt Olson, Ronald Acuna Jr., Austin Riley, and Marcell Ozuna. Matt Olson needs just 2 more RBIs in 6 games to hold the record for most RBIs in a season, and that's held by Eddie Matthews, which occurred back in 1953 with 135. Braves did get some bad news over the weekend. Charlie Morton had to be placed on the injured list. He will not be eligible to pitch in the National League Championship Series. Finally, in sports, the annual J.D. Memorial Golf Tournament to be held Saturday, October 14th at the Pine Forest Country Club. Tee time 8:30 a.m. It's a 4-person scramble. The cost is $280 per team. That includes lunch and mulligans and drawings for door prizes. The sign-up, call the Pro Shop at 912-427-6505 or contact Donnie Ray at 912-427-0376. If your business would like to sponsor a hole on the golf course, call Donnie again. The number 912-427-0376. Again, it's always a full field, so be sure to get your team signed up early. Again, call the Pro Shop today, 912-427-6505. And that'll do it for the latest in local sports.